Hi everyone, welcome to watergoddesstarot. So the topic for today is how do men see you? This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it's yours. And before I begin with the reading, I would like to say a big thank you to all of you who like, share, comment, subscribe and interact with my channel and my content. It really helps. Thank you for all the donations, for super thanks, for everything that you do for me and my channel. A big thank you to each one of you. Okay, so now we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this here is pile number 3. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1 over here. Yep, this is pile 1. This here is pile number 2. Okay. And this is pile number 3. So you can pause the video, take your time and choose your pile intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pink crystal here, then let's just figure out how do men see you. For that we have Page of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I have purposely covered Page of Pentacles because it is from the sexual tarot deck and I don't want it to be visible. Then we have Judgment, Abundance Planning, Create Art, You've Got Time, and You Are Adored. Okay, coming to how do men see you. Now men see you to be somebody who is very independent, very focused on their career, an achiever, somebody who's got a lot of drive and ambition to them, and they see you to be somebody who is a badass, okay? Because there is nothing that you can't do in this lifetime. And this is not me telling you. This is how men see you, okay? They see you to be somebody who's the life of the party, who knows what they want and gets it every single time. Men see you to be somebody who's a bit reserved. Maybe you're an introvert, and if at all you're not, then you take your time, okay? So when you are meeting somebody, you are not going to reveal a lot about yourself, or you are not going to be the one who's going to take a lot of initiative. And that is not because you're not interested, but that is how your personality is. It takes time to break the ice between you and somebody. Okay? And men do see that. Men see you to be happy in your own energy, and they just feel that in order to get the raw version of you, they would have to do something to make you comfortable. And the easiest way to do that is to get you drunk, to buy you a drink, or to, share a drink with you. I just feel that there are some people who are watching this reading who don't drink at all. And when men get to know this, they feel very defeated and disappointed because They thought that they are going to break the ice by sharing a drink with you, but then you don't drink. And I just feel that you have, not you, but there are a lot of men who are very, very, heartbroken over the fact that they cannot find a way to get to know you better, or they cannot find the way to your heart, basically. Men, okay, now I'll give out this message, but there are a lot of men who want to spend the night with you. I think this is how I can put it on YouTube. So there are a lot of men who really, really want to get intimate with you. And again, the energy is same. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to get you in the mood or come closer to you. If it were not for YouTube, I mean, this is a public video. If this would have been, an unlisted video, or if this would have been a personal reading, or if this would have been my Patreon, then I would have been more precise. I would have been more open about the actual messages that I'm channeling right now. But then there are certain guidelines that I need to follow. And keeping that in mind, there are a lot of men who find you to be very, very attractive, but there is something about you or your energy that gives the message of stay away. Okay? Men see you to be somebody who has a lot of money. And it is not that it has been gifted to you or it's an inheritance. They see that you have built your empire on your own. Whatever you do, wherever you are at the moment, it is because of the hard work that you have put in. And let me tell you, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of men who have a lot of respect for you because they have seen your journey. They have seen you working hard. They have observed how much you give yourself to your work. You are very dedicated and they admire this quality about you. The men who are specifically attracted to you, they feel that you are very high maintenance, okay? And you're the one maintaining it. So, yeah, right? So the men, they see you to be somebody who's very, very high maintenance. There is something about the way you dress up. There's something about the way you carry yourself, the products that you use, the clothes that you wear, the way you accessorize yourself. Your entire personality speaks volumes of the wealth that you have or the amount of money that you have in your bank account. Even if you're wearing something that is not at all expensive, but the way you carry your stuff, the way you carry yourself, that speaks volumes of how materialistically abundant you are. For some of you, you are an artist, and if you're not an artist, then you're somebody who's very, very creative. You have a lot of unique ideas, the way your brain works, the way your mind works, the way you come up with stuff, the way you create things. You are a creator, pile number one. And you are very aesthetically pleasing in whatever you do, okay? And men see that. They see how creative you are. They see how much in touch you are with your inner self. There's a daydreamer in you, but there's also a lot of fire in you. And you keep on switching between the two. Now, there are some men in your life, pile number one, who have actually seen you evolve over time. So maybe you are somebody who switched up your career recently. Maybe you're an artist and you are into the healing arts as well. Maybe you're doing both the things simultaneously, or maybe you left one job and you are searching for something else, or maybe you're somebody who is, looking for their soul purpose, who are just spending time in figuring themselves out and learning more about themselves. Whatever it is, there are men in your life and around you who have seen you go through a spiritual awakening. They might not necessarily know that you are going through a spiritual awakening, but they have seen that evolution. They have seen you changing. They have seen you become a different person altogether. So if you were a very enthusiastic and a person who's very passionate 5 years back, at this point of time when you're watching this reading, you are a very composed and a very wiser version of yourself. You are becoming finer with time, and there is a lot of wisdom that is upon you. You are somebody who has a lot of knowledge, okay? And I'm again getting this message that you are thinking of either you're thinking of switching up your job, careers, or you've already done that a while back. Because I see a hidden healer in you. I see somebody who's meant to do something in terms of spirituality. This can be something this can be a part-time job as well, but there is something inside of you that is meant to be shared with the world. You have something to share with the world, and that is specifically related to your journey, because the way you have evolved over the years, you have learned a lot about yourself. You have become a very pious version of yourself. I'm not exactly getting the word that I want to say, but know that you have evolved, and men do acknowledge that. They know that if they come with their 𝙀𝙀𝙀, you are going to spot them, because you've got a kick-ass intuition. Now you're not the same girl. Now you're not the same guy. And they know that. They very well see the changes that you have gone through. And all these changes have happened for your good. Okay? Now, men genuinely find your smile to be very, very attractive, and you look younger than your age, okay? So even if you are getting older, even if you are becoming wiser, but when it comes to your looks, you're aging backwards, and men see that. Maybe at present you look your best, and this is what they're talking about. This is what they're discussing even with their friends, their close ones, that oh my god, look at pile number one. For some of you, if you've got a haircut done recently, if you've gone from long to short or vice versa, then you're looking hot, okay? You're looking very hot. And a lot of men really want to ask you out. They really, really want to ask you out. But they know that in order to come towards you, they need to be sure if they are not wasting your time, because you are going to give it back to them. Men see you to be somebody who is very, very adorable, okay? So now, as I told you before, there's something about your face, pile number one. You have a very childlike energy to you, and then you switch up your energy and you become that wise counsel, okay? And all of a sudden, there's this mature version of you which was not there a while back, and this is what your personality is all about. And you are a complete package. There are a lot of men who observe you very keenly and you have no idea about it, but they do observe you and they tell themselves that look at this person, I mean, I really want to spend the rest of my life with them because they have got the quirks and the chirps, and then they are this mature person as well who will be able to handle the tough times. So they really, really see a long-term future with you. But there are a lot of men who are scared of commitment. I mean, they are just fighting their own battles and you've got nothing to do with them. And you know, pile number one, there's something about your journey, okay? There is something about your journey. The men have actually seen you come out of some kind of pain, sorrow, or there is some kind of loss that you've been through in your life. And if not many men, then there is at least that one person, there's this one man who has his eyes on you and he has seen you evolve through everything. You're somebody, like, even if you're going through hardships, even if you're going through a lot of pain in your life, it doesn't reflect on the outside. And this is a very admirable quality about you, pile number one. And the men around you are in awe of how you don't share everything with the world. Even if you're somebody who's very active on social media, you have a lot of layers to your personality. And it is impossible for somebody to know the entire you inside out in a short span of time. You are like a book. You're like a novel, pile number one. You read it once, you'll understand it. You read it twice, you'll understand it even better. And if you read it thrice, that is when you are actually going to understand the depth of it. And that is what you're all about. And the men around you, they see that. They see that you're not a surface level person. They know that there is a lot that goes behind the scenes in your life. They know nothing of. And they really want to get to know you. You're a mystery, okay? There is definitely somebody who's very, very attracted to you physically. This person really wants to share some intimate moments with you. Alright? So for now, this is what I've got for you, pile number one. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pal number 2, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this over here, then this is your reading. And let's just figure out how do men see you. We have strength. Then we have 3 of Swords, the World, Family, Intuition, Love is never in vain, and I go where you go. Okay, pile number 2. Now, men see you to be somebody who is a control freak, okay? Regardless of your gender, you are a very masculine personality. And I'm not saying that you look masculine. You operate from your masculine side more as compared to your feminine side. Your feminine side only comes out when you're dealing with your family members, when you're dealing with your loved ones. But for the world, you are a bitch, okay? And men find you to be very, very, very intimidating. If there's one sentence that describes you the best, then I'd say that for men, you are somebody who's a heartbreaker. Okay? Men see you to be somebody who is very difficult to tame, okay? So because you're very difficult to tame, men really feel intrigued by your personality. They really want to tame you. They want to control you. They want to just be that one person who is able to be in your energy field. I know this sounds very toxic, and it actually is, because you attract a lot of toxic men in your life. You attract a lot of narcissists in your life. You attract a lot of unavailable men in your life. Okay? And it is because of your aura. It is because of your personality. And these men, they want you, but they don't have the guts to stand up to your expectations or to your level or to serve you right. When men see you or they meet you, they feel a past life connection with you. They feel that they have known you from somewhere, because even if you'll go in a flashback, whatever experiences you've had with the men in your life, especially romantic, okay, you will see that with whosoever, things kick-started well. It was out of sheer destiny. You crossed paths with them like you were not expecting. And this is what confuses the men in your life. They were like, I just met this person out of nowhere, and yet they have such a huge impact on me, yet they are affecting me so much, yet I feel so drawn to them so soon. What is the reason? This is definitely a past life connection. This is somebody that I've known in the past. Is this person my twin flame? Is this my past life soulmate? Are we meant to be together? Oh yes, we are meant to be together. Otherwise, we wouldn't have met each other so randomly. I mean, these are the thoughts that cross the minds of the men who are actually attracted to you, or who you've crossed paths with till now. And you know what? You, as much as you intimidate the men around you, you also inspire a lot of men around you. And there are men who actually look up to you. They want to learn from you. They want to evolve like you, because they've put you on a pedestal. Because in their eyes, you are somebody who is perfect. Men also see you to be somebody who is very intuitive. Okay? You are very, very intuitive. And you know, pile number 2, you have this quality in you where you connect with men in a way that they've never felt this feeling before. That is why you feel like home. Because you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of empathy inside of you. You're a healer if you don't know. And I'm not saying that you're a professional healer, you should be a Reiki healer, you're a tarot reader, you're a numerologist, blah blah and so. No. Your energy is very healing. Your vibes are very healing. Whenever you are present in a room, everybody looks at you. You're somebody who can tame even a bull, okay? Because you have it in you. There is this quality in you where even a rock can melt in front of you. And that is why you attract very rude men into your life, very toxic men into your life, men who have a lot of ego. You attract a lot of egoistic men into your life. And they want to actually rob you of your light, let me tell you that. I mean, not everybody, but the majority of men that you've dealt with till now, they cannot deal with your light because you disturb their shadows. You force men to grow. You throw them out of their comfort zone. That is why there are a lot of men who have ghosted you in the past. This is why there are a lot of men who have actually broken your heart. And this is why you've gone through immense heartbreaks in your life. You feel emotions. And the men around you, they see that. They know that you've got a heart as big as the ocean. But you're very guarded. And you're guarded because you don't want to be heartbroken again. You're scared to get hurt in love. And there are some men around you that know this about you, that have observed this about you. Men see you to be somebody with whom they can have a family, they can raise their kids, and I just feel that you are going to be a perfect mother, pile number 2. That is how men see you. They really want to court you. They really want to settle down with you. And now I'm talking about the men who are actually emotionally available. Because these are the men that see the beauty inside of you, that see the less to your personality, that see your soft heart, that see the real you behind the masks, that see you for who you are, behind your guarded nature, behind your resting bitch face. They really want to have a family with you. And these men also see that you have a beautiful relationship with your family. And the way you are with your family, they feel that this is how you are going to raise your family together. I mean, their family. I hope I'm making sense. So, for example, if this person chooses to get married to you, they feel that the way you treat your family, the way you take care of your family, the way you are so motherly, so nurturing, that is how you are going to raise your kids together. That is how you are going to inculcate the emotional quotient in your kids as well, that you're going to have together. There is somebody in your energy field at this point of time who not just wants to date you, but they really want to get married to you, for sure. And you know what? There are a lot of people from your past, pile number 2, who are stalking you big time right now. And by people, I'm literally talking about men right now. So there are a lot of men in your life, can be your ex-boyfriend, your ex-friends, acquaintances, people whom you've been in situationships with, XYZ, whatever. There are a lot of men from your past who are keeping an eye on you, who are stalking you, and you might even receive some kind of communication within the upcoming 10 days or within the upcoming 3 weeks from now, whenever you're watching this reading, you have a lot of stalkers. A lot of stalkers. There are a lot of men who are stalking you, especially online. There are a lot of fake accounts who are following you. There are a lot of men who are inquiring about you, are inquiring if you're single, if you're available, and what you like, you dislike, who your ex was, and stuff like that. You are very popular, pile number 2. And men see you to be somebody who doesn't give up on love. They know that you have been hurt in love. They know that you love madly. They know that you are a very giving soul. They know that you're a giver, you are an empath, you're a caretaker. They know all of this. And they are amazed by the quality of you still being a giver in spite of being so much shattered in love, in spite of being heartbroken in love, in spite of being hurt in love. And that is why these men, they want you even more, because they know that you have a lot of love to give. And yes, I think this is what I have for you. And you are definitely the center of somebody's world, for sure. For sure, there is somebody who has their eyes on you, and this man is madly in love with you. Okay? Or they are just in love with their version of you. I can say that. Alright? So with this, we come to the end of your reading. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this, then let's just figure out how do men see you. And for that we have 3 of Cups. I'm not going to put this card out as it is because it is from the Sexual Tarot deck and I want to cover this up. Then we have the Devil. Okay. Here we have the Devil. Then we have 6 of Cups, Hydrate, Positive Affirmations, What Would Love Do, and It's Not As If You Need Anyone. Okay. Pile number 3. First and foremost, who are you? Okay, because my, there is so much of sexual energy to your reading. There is so much of sexual energy to your reading that I am speechless. You are just playing around with the hormones of the men around you, with the hormones of the men who are interested in you and stuff like that. I mean, this is the most decent way that I can put this out because we are on YouTube and I don't want any trouble for myself. If it would have been a personal reading or an unlisted video or my Patreon and stuff like that, things would have been very, very different. I would have described it to the T, but then I know you understand. How do men see you? Men see you to be a siren. Men see you to be somebody who's irresistible. I mean, pile number 3, you are somebody who can corrupt or spoil even the most innocent guy. Okay. That's this your, I want to say so much, but I can't. And all I can tell you is that you are so alluring, so tempting, so spicy. Just people are thirsty for you, for your energy, for your touch, for your body. Okay. And there are, okay, wait. Whosoever is interested in you romantically, they really, really, really want to spend the night with you. And it is not just one person. There are at least 3 people who are sexually attracted to you. At least 3 people who are sexually attracted to you, okay? And they literally dream about you, think about you, daydream about you, especially before they go to bed. That is when they start creating scenarios, and it is all sexual, all, everything, okay? Men love your hair, so at least 40% of you who are watching this reading have black hair, and then there are some who have very quirky pinks or purples in their hair, or just blonde or dark brown maybe, but then I see a lot of black when it comes to the color of your hair. Men love your hair regardless of your hair color, okay? This is the general reading, and let me just keep it very general, and I'm here to tell you that you are such an attractive personality, pile number 3. Even women are interested in you, let me tell you that. Okay? We are tapping into how do men see you, but I just see that there are women too who are in love with you. There are men, women, both. Men see you to be somebody who is so much into the energy of self-love that they really, really want your energy. Because pile number 3, you have done a lot of work on yourself. You have done a lot of work on yourself. You were never this attractive. Let me tell you that. The way you are right now, your energy, bang on. It's a 10 on 10. The way you take care of yourself, the way you take care of your body, the way you practice mindfulness, you are somebody who is into spirituality. Of course, you're watching this reading, so you are. But then you practice law of attraction, you practice different methods of manifestations, you speak positive words of affirmations. Maybe you're somebody who's into journaling and stuff like that. Maybe you are somebody who shares a lot of intellectual quotes, or you are somebody who speaks a lot about body positivity, or you are somebody who is very okay and happy with the way you look, and you post a lot about yourself or about the topics that I just said right now. And even if you don't, this is the vibe that you give off. And men, they are not just attracted, they're not just interested, they are literally crazy. They are mad for you. They are just desperate for you. Desperate is the correct word that fits your description. And it is not just physical, okay? Pile number 3, it is not just physical. Though the physical energy is very, very strong, you are very attractive to look at. The way your face is structured, I see a lot of you have got a prominent jawline. Your upper body is very, very attractive. Very attractive. Your overall body is very attractive. You are proportionate. I mean, for the men, the way you look, it's perfect. No matter your size, if you are petite, if you are curvy, if you are an hourglass, I mean, for them, you're perfect. For them, you are more than perfect. Men see you to be somebody who's magical, okay? And some of the men definitely feel that you are a witch. And this is not to scare you or something. Witches are not bad, let me tell you that. Okay? But you are very close to the divine, and you are very divinely yourself. You give off this divine vibe. And maybe you're very connected to the divine. That is why there's a lot of divinity on your face. There's this energy to you that is very pure, very, very pure, pile number 3. And there's this ease to your energy. There's this calm and composure, the way you are happy with yourself. There is some healthy dose of self-love to you. And this is so damn attractive, and that is how men see you. Men see you men see you to be somebody who is so satisfied and so happy when it comes to your own self that they sometimes question that, do you even meet them? Because your standards are very high. And it is good to have high standards. It is good to have boundaries. And men know that. Deep down, they respect you. They know that it is not easy to, just share an intimate bond with you before getting to know you. It'll take work. You are somebody who's into effort. And if there's no effort, if there is no interest, if there is no reciprocity, then you are somebody who doesn't give. You don't care, okay? You don't care. And let me tell you, men see you to be somebody who's very cutthroat when the need be. You are this fairy, I can say. You are this goddess. But when the need be, my, your tongue is sharp like a knife. You're blunt, you are cutthroat, and it hurts, pile number 3. Your words, men know that they're not supposed to rub you the wrong way, because they're gonna get there, whatever. Okay? Men see you to be somebody who is their ultimate soulmate. There are so many men around you who feel that you are their soulmate. For real. And they really, really, really want to ask you out, but they feel that you're going to reject them. So I'm telling you, because you've got very high standards, so these men, they don't have the guts to, ask you out and stuff like that. So they are in their head creating scenarios that if I ask this person out, I'm surely going to get rejected. And that is why they are never able to gather the courage to initiate a conversation, because when your mood is going to get off, or when there is something that you are going to take the wrong way, nobody knows. not even you, because you're very moody. Men love this quality about you, pile number 3. I mean, there's this thing in you where you are your priority, where you are your first priority. The way you take care of yourself, your looks, your clothes, your exercise, your food, your water intake and stuff like that. I mean, I'm telling you, you are a 10 on 10. You're a prize. Men see you to be a prize, and everybody wants to be your number one. Men see you to be somebody who's happy in their own energy. I guess I've said this before, but I can't recall, so I'll just say it again, because I'm getting this message that you are somebody, you're happy in your space. Maybe you're somebody who's been single for really long, or if you are with somebody already, then not a lot of people know about them. So all I'm saying is, you don't need a man to feel complete or to feel fulfilled or to feel your best. You are so happy in yourself. You're so happy with yourself. You're so happy in your energy, in your space, that I mean, this quality of yours, pile number 3, makes you even 10 times more attractive. Everybody wants somebody who has a life of their own, and you are that person. Even if you don't talk to anybody, you are your own entertainer. And this is such a sexy quality, pile number 3. Seriously. And in spite of, you being sometimes rude, you being very choosy, very selective and stuff like that, you still believe in love. If you've been single for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, if there are people around you who want you to get married now and stuff like that, I mean, the men who observe you, the men who are around you, they know that you are waiting for that one person whom you are going to give your all to, and they really want to be that person. And let me tell you, there is definitely somebody for you, pile number 3. Do not compromise when it comes to relationships. Don't. No matter whatever you're going through in your life, you are going to meet your soulmate. You are going to come into a relationship with somebody who is your person. So don't settle. And that person will tick off all your boxes. They're going to treat you right, and you are going to have the romance of your lifetime, the way you've always wanted it to be. Now, men see you to be somebody who has a lot of love to give, okay? And no matter what happens in your life, you are somebody who's not going to settle. So right now, I just told you that don't settle when it comes to your love life. And this is what even the men around you feel, that this person, they are never going to settle for less. And because you deserve it, pile number 3, you're somebody who deserves every ounce of it, because you're so damn good. You are a 10 on 10, and you should get somebody who's a 10 on 10. There's no harm in wanting somebody who's at your level, okay? And yes, this is what I have for you, okay? So with this, we come to the end of your reading. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!